Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's good, my good people? We're back with yet another video. Before this video start, please be sure to hit the like button because it does help me get in the algorithm. All right, so please hit the like button. Okay. And if you do like videos like this, consider subscribing. But we do have a bunch of good clips to get into for today, so lock in, buckle up, grab your snacks, do whatever you gotta do, and let's get right into this thing. All right, real quick before we get into the TikTok compilations and stuff like that, we're going to look at scientists still can't explain these ancient technologies. So let's look at this real quick and then we get into the TikToks.
Back in ancient times, people came up with some amazing stuff. They made tools and built things that were mind-blowing for their time. But here's the thing. Some of their creations are still a huge mystery to scientists. Even with all our modern knowledge, we're scratching our heads trying to figure out how they did it. From ancient marvels that perplex archaeologists, to age-old devices that seem to transcend the limitations of their era, these relics of the past continue to defy explanation, challenging our understanding of history and innovation. Join us as we explore 15 such perplexing old...
You know what's crazy? You would think like right now we have more advanced technology than them, but we don't. That's something ain't right about that.
Old technologies that scientists still cannot explain. Number 15, the Baigong pipes. Hidden in the remote mountains of Qinghai Province, China, there's a strange structure that doesn't fit with what we know from history and science. This mysterious thing is called the Baigong pipes. It all started in the late 1990s when a group of American scientists found pipe-like structures sticking out of the ground. These pipes were not like regular plumbing you'd see. They were found in one of the most unwelcoming and distant places on Earth, Mount Baigong. As the researchers dug deeper, the mystery grew. The pipes came in different sizes, some as small as a toothpick, and others as big as a meter in diameter. They went deep into the mountain and even extended into a nearby saltwater lake. The material the pipes were made of puzzled everyone. 30% of it couldn't be identified, while the rest was a mix of iron and silicon dioxide. Later, in the early 2000s, the Beijing Institute of Geology got interested in these odd formations. Their discovery was astonishing. They claimed these pipes were around 150,000 years old. But here's the weird part. Human civilization, as we know it, only goes back about 10,000 years. So who or what could have made these pipes? There were lots of theories. Some thought they were made by an ancient advanced civilization, while others believed extraterrestrials might have been involved. Skeptics suggested the pipes might just be a natural oddity formed over thousands of years by geological processes. However, no theory completely explains the presence of the Baigong pipes. As time went on, despite many research efforts, the origin, purpose, and creators of these pipes remained.
Them pipes really do look strange though. I'm not gonna lie. Like what? That's crazy. Like what? You know what I'm saying? What do they really use? Wow,
a mystery.
That is interesting.
Were they made by an ancient civilization, evidence of aliens visiting Earth, or simply an amazing natural phenomenon? The Baigong pipes, discovered in the late 1990s, continue to baffle. We're not
okay, that's crazy. Like who really? So they really sat here and made these big piece of arts. Like what? It has to be something different. Something out there different doing this. There's no way. Wow, they have to be using something now.
Exactly sure why they were created. The Nazca lines are incredible to look at and study. They give us a glimpse into the creativity and skills of ancient cultures. Scientists and historians continue to explore and study these mysterious lines, hoping to uncover more clues about their purpose and the people who made them so many years ago. Number 13. The Iron Pillar of Delhi. The Iron Pillar of Delhi is like a superhero of ancient architecture. It's this massive, tall iron column that's been standing in India for more than 1,500 years.
Wow.
And here's the kicker. It hasn't rusted away. Imagine this giant iron pole about 23 feet tall, standing proudly in Delhi, India, since the 4th century AD. What's mind-blowing is that even after all these centuries, it's still holding strong. This pillar has defied the typical rusting process that iron usually goes through. For scientists and historians, this pillar is a massive puzzle. You see, iron, when exposed to air and moisture, usually turns into rust over time. But not this one. It's almost like it has its secret shield against rust. The preservation of this pillar is so extraordinary that it's become a big curiosity for researchers worldwide. They've taken a deep dive into the iron's composition, trying to uncover the secret behind its rust-resistant powers. They discovered that the pillar has a unique combination of elements, especially a thin layer of something called misawite, which is kind of like a protective armor for the iron. This layer seems to be the reason why rust hasn't been able to take over. Now, here's the exciting part. Even with all our modern tech and knowledge, we're still trying to figure out exactly how ancient metallurgists made this pillar. Back then, they didn't have the fancy tools or techniques we have today, so this pillar's existence is a bit of a mystery. Some experts think it could be the ancient iron-making process that created this remarkable resistance to rust. Others believe it might be something about the environment or the specific iron used, but the mystery remains unsolved, and that's what keeps scientists buzzing with excitement. Number 12. The mysterious Greek fire. The Greek fire was a powerful weapon made by the Byzantines in BC and 2000 BC, long before fancy tools and machines. But how did ancient folks manage to lift these giant rocks, some weighing as much as trucks? This mystery, along with the monument's purpose, keeps scientists...
That is interesting. When you see stuff like that, you're like, dang, how did they move that? That's when I'm like, dude, what did they have back then? Did they have superpowers? Like, excuse me, because that was crazy.
Scratching their heads. The stones traveled quite a journey. Some of them, the blue stones, came from a spot in Wales, which is around 150 miles away. That's like carrying stones from one city to another. People believe that Stonehenge was built in phases. First, a circular ditch was dug out using basic tools like antlers. Then, the huge stones were somehow transported and put in place. But how they did this, nobody's completely sure. The purpose of this ancient marvel is another puzzle. Some think it was an astronomical observatory, a kind of ancient clock to track the sun, moon, and stars. Others believe it was a sacred place for ceremonies and rituals, maybe even for healing. The truth? Still a mystery waiting to be solved. What makes it more fascinating is that Stonehenge isn't alone. There are similar stone circles scattered across the British Isles, adding more intrigue to why these were built and what they meant to ancient communities. Scientists use cool techniques
I wonder if anybody been over there and tried to knock it over. Because that's what I'm thinking right now. I don't know.
Carbon dating to figure out the age of things and study the ancient remnants near Stonehenge.
Hey, look at that bird.
They uncover bits of pottery, tools, and even human remains, piecing together clues about the people who might have built and used this incredible site. Even today, Stonehenge draws curious visitors from around the world. It's a place where people connect with history and wonder about the incredible feats achieved by our ancestors. Number 8. Pumapunku. About 45 miles to the west of La Paz in Bolivia, nestled high up in the Andes Mountains, lies Pumapunku, an ancient and mysterious site. This place covers a desert plain way above 12,000 feet and is filled with depths. The detailed steps of the ancient method, the exact mix of steel types used, and the precise techniques of the skilled craftsmen are still not fully understood, adding an aura of mystery to this craft. Stories passed down over time speak of almost magical powers attributed to this legendary metal, suggesting it could cut through metals or even stone, an idea that adds to the fascination and mystery surrounding Damascus steel. Even today, Damascus steel continues to captivate people. Fans and collectors from all over the world admire this ancient craft, especially when it's seen in beautifully made knives and swords. The bits of knowledge we've gathered from history allow artisans to bring back and reimagine this ancient technique, creating new pieces of artistry that keep the tradition alive. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. You see, scientists still can't explain this ancient technology. Akin to a vintage radio, its intricate design captivates with an air of ancient wisdom, leaving experts bewildered by its purpose and function. This relic poses a profound mystery. How did our ancestors craft such advanced technology, seemingly ahead of its time?
Don't know.
Its cryptic symbols and mechanisms challenge the limits of our understanding, evoking curiosity about civilizations long past. Examining this enigmatic apparatus raises more questions than answers. Could it hold the key to lost knowledge, concealing secrets from a forgotten era? What ingenious applications did it serve in an age we struggle to comprehend? Even though we've learned a lot about how advanced ancient civilizations were, there are still some inventions we can't figure out. Trying to understand these old technologies not only shows how smart ancient people were, but also makes us wonder if there's knowledge from the past that we've lost or different ways technology could have developed. As scientists and historians keep trying to solve this mystery, it reminds us of how many fascinating things are hidden in human history. Let us know what you think about
They hide everything from us, y'all. Everything.
this
Right?
ancient artifact in the comments below. Number 5. The Ageless Sword of Goujian. The Ageless Sword of Goujian is an extraordinary relic that comes from China's spring and autumn period. Its story has echoed through time for more than 2,000 years, symbolizing endurance and mystery. Made from a mix of bronze and iron using the finest sword-making methods in China. This sword has fascinated people all around the world. Even after so many centuries, this ancient...
Why do people feel the need that they have to build a sword? Like, bruh, what happened to fighting? Like, you just gonna kill a person? Like, dang.
weapon still showcases
That is
unmatched
crazy.
craftsmanship. It's incredible how well preserved it is, and how sharp its edge remains.
They should be making these
Usually,
knives.
metal objects like this would have corroded or worn out, but this sword has defied that expectation, sparking both awe and speculation.
It's just crazy like that we have things like this that can just end somebody like that, right? They're like, you fighting a zombie, like, are we fighting? What are we fighting? What if you really about to go to war, huh? That's crazy. Like they would create something like this though.
It's enduring for so long.
What?
Historians and archaeologists were astonished by how well preserved both the blade and handle were. This artifact is a big part of Chinese history and
That's
culture.
what's up.
People have been studying it for years, trying to figure out why it stayed in such good condition. Even after a lot of research, its secrets about how it stayed so strong have remained a mystery, beyond what modern science can explain. The Ageless Sword of Goujian isn't just an old thing. It's a symbol of strength, honor, and the lasting impact of ancient China. Its story brings together history, legend, and the unwavering spirit of King Goujian, creating a legend that celebrates victory and a commitment to being a good leader. Number 4. Ancient earthquake detectors. Thousands of years ago, people often relied on their instincts to predict natural disasters like earthquakes or floods. But in some cultures, there were clever inventions designed specifically to predict earthquakes, such as the seismoscope, created around 130 AD in ancient China by the brilliant astronomer Chang Heng. Picture the seismoscope, a bronze urn decorated with 8 dragon heads placed around its top. Each dragon held a bronze ball in its mouth, and underneath them were toads with open mouths. This design wasn't just for looks. It was a hidden, sophisticated device. When the ground shook during an earthquake, the movement would make the balls drop from the dragon's mouths, landing perfectly into the open mouths of the waiting toads. This action would show which direction the earthquake was coming from. It's amazing how precise this device was, especially considering the limited scientific knowledge at that time. The fascination with these ancient earthquake detectors lies in the fact that they existed in a time when scientific understanding was very basic. It's incredible to think that people thousands of years ago could create such an accurate device, even though they didn't have the scientific knowledge that we have today. How did these ancient minds come up with and build something so precise, using only the resources and knowledge available to them back then? The creation of a device capable of predicting earthquakes required a remarkable blend of imagination and skill. It's a testimony. Secret language keeps its meanings hidden and is tough to figure out. The spiral pattern on the disc makes it even harder to understand. This disc makes us wonder a lot about how ancient people communicated, how writing systems developed, and how knowledge spread between different cultures. Because it's so hard to understand, it challenges.
That is so true. Like, how do you read something like that? Right? You know, like, there's not even words, just symbols. That's interesting, though. Like, how did they communicate back then? You know? Like, looking at that, that's strange.
Challenges what we know and makes researchers even more curious to uncover the secrets of ancient times. Thanks for watching.
W video, man. If y'all want to see me react to more stuff like this, made a second channel. I'll be over there reacting to stuff like that. So go subscribe to that second channel. I'll put it on the screen.
Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good, TikTok? It's Mishi Kobataku. Shout out to all the people in the cosmos, all the beings. I love you guys. I want to talk about something. You see this area? We know in Walmart this is the toys area, right? Oh. What I find odd is this.
Yeah,
right?
That's really
Kids,
wow.
They want to go.
Why would they put this in the like? Come on, y'all. That's so obvious. Well, right, and the kids out too.
Run to the toy section, right? And they have the toy section right to the back door where the exit is, right? Right here by the kids section. It is so easy and accessible to take your kids out of the fucking exit. This was planned and set up the right way to take your children.
The right way. Yep.
This is literally the toy section where they can take your kids. Please, people, be careful with your kids. I remember when they used to have these missing posters in the front of the store where kids were missing. They don't have it no more. And this is why. This is why. Because your kids being taken by the freaking toy section. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Be careful. It's right here by the exit, y'all. Watch your kids in the store when you're in Walmart or any store. They always put the toys by the exit in the back. For real. Alright, y'all. Peace out. I just want to make y'all aware of what the fuck be going on.
A video of an AI robot has sparked outrage. The clip appears to show it groping a female reporter at an AI event in Saudi Arabia. The robot's makers have said they're reviewing the footage. A video of an AI robot has sparked.
Look at how much oil he uses to make the bacon and the rest of the fried breakfast food.
Yo,
As far back.
Twin, how much oil was you pouring? Is you trying to give grandma a heart attack?
Really devastated right now.
What happened,
My grandma suffered a heart attack and...
No. Say it's a prank. Say it's a prank right now!
Tragically, midway through the episode, Shay's grandmother suffered a fatal heart attack.
Bro really killed his grandma with that oil.
No! I refuse to believe this is not a family breakfast plate, bro. I know it looked like Shorty got about 5 stomachs, but that don't mean she need 5 breakfasts.
The 25 tender meal, 5-piece fried fish.
No.
We got fries and mashed potatoes.
Wow.
Did she discover an unlimited storage glitch, bro?
Way.
How is she storing this much food in her stomach?
Wow. She ate it all.
Not a single crumb left.
This TikTok famous dog is becoming self-aware.
Dog, why? I don't know how to answer that.
So Bunny was given all of these buttons, and if you press them in the right order, you can make a sentence out of them. People believe that Bunny has learned English through using these buttons. And Bunny's famous for doing that and correctly making sentences that make sense with what the owner is asking them. But it's becoming a little concerning because it seems like Bunny is now like self-aware. Almost as if there's a human trapped inside. but it's really bumming the dog out to the point where she's on antidepressant pills. I'm not even joking.
Who's this? That's Bunny. That's Bunny.
Let me know what you think about this situation, and follow my TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube for more. It really helps when you interact. This TikTok famous dog is because
y'all think like humans really get stuck like a dog form? Probably. Could be possible. Like they get reincarnated as a dog. That's interesting though. Like dang. And then the dog asks for hope. What?
This dog. It's named Bunny the dog, and the dog was given a bunch of buttons. If you press a series of the buttons, you can actually formulate a sentence. And the dog started to use and learn English through these buttons that it's pressing, to the point where the dog is actually having an incredible existential crisis right now, where it's looking in the mirror and it doesn't understand why it's a dog. It thinks and wants to be a human being, to the point where owner, as I guess, put Bunny, this dog, on antidepressants because the dog will just stare in the mirror. It will constantly ask her, why dog? Why am I a dog?
Dog, why? I don't know how to answer that. Because Bunny dog. Bunny dog.
This dog. It's named Bunny the dog, and the dog...
LeBron James. Notice they do their hardest to delete all of his pictures, but we found a few of them. But notice he had that Samsung phone. End up giving him a benign tumor on the side in his cell phone area. Right after that, they destroyed all the pictures, and then Samsung sponsored him.
This is facts,
Gave
though.
him over $100 million. Y'all think I'm lying? Look it up. They sponsored him. They sponsored him for him not to talk about what happened to him, which was this cancerous cell phone tumor from the cell phones. Look this stuff up if y'all think I'm lying.
Facts.
All of this is researchable.
Now, please, if you're still one of those people that puts the cell phone to their face, you're
Who
tripping.
does that?
You are.
How many of y'all put y'all cell phone to your face? Who does that? I'm pretty sure everybody put it on speaker or they use like headphones. There's no way.
Tripping.
Should not be doing
I
that.
never, and I mean never, go like this. Hey, what's good? Nah, speakerphone. You'll never catch me on like this. You'll never. Huh? Everything is speakerphone. Keep it 100. Keep it 100. And I ain't got nothing to hide. So I'll talk to anybody on speakerphone, unless someone asks me, hey, can I talk to you about something private? Then I will leave the room and still won't put this shit to my face. Y'all better, what? Listen, have y'all seen the videos of the 5G? They got 5G in his phone, allegedly, right? Do you see the radiation emitting from these shits? Keep these things away from your face. When you're plugged in and you're sleeping, do not have them on your bed. This is not fucking fear. This is fact. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a conspiracy theorist. Go ahead, research this shit up. This is facts.
Hello?
Is the patient breathing?
Everybody okay? I want you ambulance to come to my house to go to do DNA test.
Excuse me. Why?
Because my parents cheat on me.
Right. Okay, this is an emergency service. We don't do
Yes,
DNA
it's a
tests.
necessary service as well. Because we argue for that.
Right.
To sleep around.
Sir,
My
sir,
wife
listen
is
to me.
around.
Listen to me. This is an emergency line. We don't deal with domestic cases, and we don't do DNA tests. So I suggest you speak to somebody else.
Hello?
Is the patient breathing?
Everybody okay? I want you ambulance to come to my house to go to do DNA test.
Excuse me. Why?
Because
So the devil doesn't just target one genre of music. He's in every one. And instead of just listening to the beat, listen to the lyrics. the devil is always getting his message across. So at the end of the day, he could always say, God, I showed your people and they still wanted it. No matter what I showed them, they still accepted this music for what it was. And the more and more we dig deeper into it, you see that it's in every lane of music. How many times these people got to say they worship Satan, or they believe in the devil, or they're going to hell, or, you know, just the symbolism, the demonic videos, and how much of it do we need to see to believe that it's real? And they are all bad. You can't single out one and say, well, this one ain't bad because they're not saying this. No, they are all bad. They all represent Satan. Satan, people that represent Satan comes in all forms and shapes and what they look like and all that. But I wanted to say that it's not just hip hop. It's not just rap. It's not just that music. It's in all forms. But let's check it out. Shout out to Fight Minute.
The band Queen is one of the most popular rock bands that the world has ever seen. Queen was headed up by frontman and flamboyant homosexual Freddie Mercury. You are about to learn some shocking truth about Queen and their place in Satan's plan that the media, movie, and music industry won't dare show you. Queen's frontman Freddie Mercury definitely understood that the devil was gifting him with riches and worldly fame. While playing live at the Rainbow in London, Mercury held out his hand showing off his diamond-studded black glove, declaring that it was a present from Satan himself.
Do you like my claws? They're real diamonds. It's a present from the devil himself. It's a present from the devil himself. You don't believe me. They don't believe me.
Mercury confessed.
Pause real quick. Y'all hear what he said? And the crazy part about it is what I'm understanding with this, man. Think about it like this. When you're clowning with somebody and they say something that they've been wanting to say, but it come off as a joke. But they get their point across, and then you know in your heart, like, you didn't want to say that. That's what you really mean. You might be playing, but that's what you really mean. He really means it. And I guess the audience, whatever, kind of like brushing it off like, oh, it's a joke, you know, whatever. No, they are really telling us. And it's like a sense like Satan has to tell us. Oh, man.
That Satan, also known in the Bible as Beelzebub, set a demon aside for him. Mercury makes this stunning declaration in Queen's famous song, Bohemian Rhapsody. Beelzebub is the biblical name in Matthew 12:24 for Satan, the ruler of demons. So in reality, Mercury is declaring that Beelzebub, aka Satan, has a devil or demon set aside just for him, ensuring his success in deluding the masses. Queen's lead guitarist, Brian May, admitted that a lot of the lyrics in Bohemian Rhapsody were about Mercury. May said, quote, Freddie was a very complex person. He went on to say he never explained the lyrics, but I think he put a lot of himself into that song, end quote. That Mercury believed that he had a devil set aside for him accords well with his entire stage persona, as he admitted, quote, on stage, I'm a devil. Bohemian Rhapsody is in part about Mercury willingly selling his soul to the devil and realizing what he has done. This may be why he sings the following lyrics.
So the devil doesn't just target one genre of music. He's in every.
Hi, miss.
Yes.
Would you like $1 or do you want to double it and give it to the next person?
Give me the dollar.
I'm saying, do you want the dollar or do you want to double it and give it to the next person so the next person gets $2?
Give me the dollar. You said if I want $1.
No, you're not getting $1. Hi, miss.
Yes.
I have no deodorant on.
I can tell. You like have your arm too, like all.
Well, you've been a hater.
You
were born a hater?
It's like really hot in here.
You know why I don't have deodorant, all right?
No.
Because I don't like the chemicals in deodorant.
You know there's deodorant that doesn't have chemicals in it.
Show me, which one?
I'm not sponsored, so I'm not just going to throw out names for free, but...
Oh, shit, you about your business.
Of course.
I like them.
I use one though. It's like $10 at Target.
Damn, I even think, can somebody get me deodorant? Bro, I can't even do this. Can somebody help me? Can I get some deodorant? This is actually disturbing me now. It's to the point
No
where
one's listening to you.
They are,
not one person is moving.
I guarantee you
Okay.
one person is.
Okay, well,
Now two.
that's not even a natural one.
I ain't about natural, bro. I can't even do this. This is not even an interview anymore. This is a hygiene convention.
For yourself, like you're self-aware at least.
Yo, I have no.
How does this guy have all these bones? Like, this is crazy. What is this place? This place seems like, what an amazing, fortunate find that you guys have this one spot, 2.1 acres, and probably a whole lot more around that area that you just haven't uncovered yet, that has this incredible wealth of bones.
It's amazing.
It's fucking incredible.
Yep.
Think that saber-tooth tigers lived in that area.
To their knowledge, none of them ever been found there.
Wow. So this mass extinction event theory does explain why there would be so many all in this one area. If they all died very quickly, and then they just got sunk into the muck and permafrost. So the Randall Carlson Graham Hancock theory, which is not really their theory, it's an actual scientific theory called the Younger Dryas Impact Theory, that says that there's a certain period of time somewhere around between. How does this guy have all these bones? Like this.
Hey y'all gotta check this video. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. So around this time every single day, this lady records this messages across her building that the sun projects every single day. This is in St. Louis, Missouri, y'all. Check this out, y'all. Check it out.
Okay. So I don't know if you guys see this, but every day at this time, when the sun sits in a certain spot, this appears on the building across from me. See how it just went away and then it goes away? It's like, is it Hebrew? Somebody told me something. Did you see that? There it up. Then the sun.
It looks like runes. Y'all see that? Y'all ever seen runes? It looks like runes. But now let me ask you a question. Isn't that the sun back here?
Anybody.
Wait, wasn't that the sun back here, y'all? Doesn't that look like the sun? How is it reflecting on this building? What is this, y'all? How is that possible? You guys ever seen runes before? I believe that is a form of runes, but the fact of the matter is, it looked like the sun was behind the building. How is it projecting that across the building? That's crazy. Does anybody have any idea what this is? Like, this is in St. Louis. Let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Like, comment.
They are resetting the matrix right in front of our face, and it's starting with the banks first. Remember, 2024 is number 8. We are living in the year of wealth, but they're trying to take it away from us. How many people remember the story Robin Hood? We just thought it was some kind of Disney movie. No, they are really robbing the hood. They take from the poor and give to the rich. They keep getting away with it because they keep resetting the matrix. How many people read the article of Bank of America? Do you see what's going on with these bubbles in the stock market? If you don't understand the English language, you will be left behind. This is not a bank. This is a real natural bank. A real bank is a land alongside a body of water with different structures. Water is real banks, not these corporations. So when you hear about these stories of Bank of America, Wells Fargo, these are not really banks. They was put in place to rob the people. An article came out about the stock market. They were saying the stock market is about to crash. But do you know people are the real stock market? We are the ones inside of the shopping cart being pushed around from different buyers. Remember, it was a time when slave masters picked which slaves they wanted. Now the slaves is picking which slave master they want. Understand that. But let's get back to the stock market so people can understand the real language. Anytime the stock market is crashing, they use the color red. The color red is linked to our root chakra, fear and survival. Anytime the stock market go higher, they use the color green. The color green is our heart chakra that connects us with love and nature and going back to heaven. These people use a hidden language. It's not about money, it's about us. You ever go to the supermarket and you see everything all stocked up? You can pick which item you want. Well, we are the ones on the stock market, and they can come into the store or this planet and pick whoever they want. We have a lot of wealth and abundance coming back to us in this year, but if they can steal it, they're going to steal it. Their mission is to dehydrate or to liquidate this planet. So that's what's going on right now with the stock market, the banks. They're trying to liquidate everything on this planet. Remember, we don't live in a country. We live in a corporation with CEOs and presidents. Once we understand this, we get it. Don't let these people put a price tag on your spirit. If I was you, I would start using more cash. They are reset.
Alright, they would do anything. Make sure we lose fur.
Bruh, I be trying to tell niggas, we live in a video game world, bruh. Half of these niggas ain't even real people, bruh. Watch this. You know that, though. Bruh. That can't be a real nigga. That nigga is clearly a Grand Theft Auto created character. He look like he'll get hit by a car and get back up and continue to walk. Bruh, I be trying to tell
you. He did do like a GTA character. That get back up after you got hit. That's funny. Why is he walking like that though?
Bro. Half of these niggas ain't even real people, bro. Watch this.
What?
You know that though.
That's a crazy walk. I ain't gonna lie.
Bruh. That can't be a real.
Wow.
Humans were.
It's like we gonna stay connected to the earth, huh? I feel it. He got the crystals on there. That's dope. Gotta check that out. See about that.
If you want to awaken your psychic abilities, the first thing you have to do is you have to learn how to observe yourself. You have to become extremely self-aware of the subtle energy channels that exist within the body. When you study yoga and a lot of Eastern spiritual philosophies, they teach that there are 12 meridians or energy pathways where chi flows from the universe into the body. But most people have been cut off from this universal life force energy. So when you start meditating and breathing and going deeper into these altered states of consciousness, eventually you'll start to feel electricity flowing through you. That electricity is your etheric body or your astral body waking up. It is pure cosmic energy. And once you learn how to harness that energy with your mind and direct it, this is how you can tap into telepathy, clairvoyance, and healing. But it takes a lot of time, effort, and discipline. If you want to awaken your psychic ability.
If you work a job and shit like that, bro, I understand we still in this matrix, so we gotta get money. But work on getting up out of that situation though, man. If you still stay with low vibrational family members, work on getting up out of that situation. Work on bettering your situation. Work on yourself, work out and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Build up your aura some more. If you work a job and shit like that, bro.
Stop drinking Prime. They're using forever chemicals and they're being sued for it. 3 times the safe amount to ever endure in a human being's life they have in these drinks. Why is this really surprising? And you really need to ask yourself if you're still taking the bait from these AI clone celebs. They keep offering all these poisons and telling you they're healthy. We keep consuming this stuff. So really, it kind of comes down on you. If you're still being so surprised by this stuff, it's really time to wake up. You can't be that blown away by seeing these fools promoting this stuff and learning that it's all poison. Never mind that this drink also has citric acid in it, which almost every drink has. Not only are PFAS found in aerospace and automotive construction, as well as electronics industries, but also in the water and food. Stop.
How many of y'all drink energy drinks? You don't need that. I'm not gonna lie, you really don't. Just saying.
Caution that as an Intel Pro agent. You know, we used to have Cointel Pro. Black American don't got no culture.
Not cultured at all. Bro, you're just fully American. You're African American, bro.
But you gotta remember, Black and African American is a misnomer to our name, right? The original tribes in the Americas, the melanated organic beings to this land that we own right now. But you know, Busta Rhymes said the same thing. A lot of folks from the Caribbeans make sure to separate. I'm no black.
We're the multicultural, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. Whatever you want to call it, we still don't know what that culture is for the U.S., but it's a mix-up of all of our cultures. And in the urban community, you know, the Latino and the West Indian has the greatest influence, and we've always had, and we'll always will, and it's just been that way. So
Busta Rhymes, bro. If you started the culture, why did you come out looking like a 90s street New York rapper? This is the way we view. I don't view you as a Jamaican artist. Most of us think that you just a nigga. But it's a difference, right? The foundational melanated folks in America, because first you gotta realize Negro is a misnomer anyway. Black American is a misnomer anyway. But we'll take that though, right? Everybody wanna be a nigga. Nobody wanna be a nigga. You wanna dress, talk, walk, touch a. We have a rich and deep culture. I'm not gonna say the richest and the deepest. We have a rich and deep culture here in America. And a lot of civilizations started in America and branched out. Touch a body up, throw on chains, all these ricks. And listen, bro, you got a whole Asian that you with right now. What's his name? Ray or something like. You making him into this artist, this drill rapper type of persona, bro. Got him hanging around niggas that's from New York. Why don't you hang around Jamaicans then? But he obviously said this to trigger people because this is all media control, bro. And people is really easy to manipulate these days. That's why every prank, everything that you see is mostly staged these days. A lot of folks that's from other sides of the land and that come to America, either they first generation or second, third generation, it don't matter, right? They get programmed with that mindset, just like a Caucasoid or a Spanish conquistador, just like a European, right? They get programmed with that same mindset as an immigrant. We lazy, don't associate with blacks, benefit off of blacks, right? Because the word black mean dead in the straw man anyway. So they already stripped you of your land. Like most immigrants that come here and think Native Americans is more indigenous than you. You know, they'll say you from slavery in one narrative, and then in one narrative they say you just black. But they'll call you African American, but they won't even connect you to Africa. Exactly. In 1 minute we connected with we African Americans, and then 1 minute you just black. So it's like you look at the whole industry right now and who they promoting and who the biggest. These folks is not black Americans, what you want to call, right? But they pushing the same culture, dressing, putting on the suit. All the actors right now, dudes be from Britain. That nigga brick by brick, all that brick by brick shit. Yeah, bruv, that's how you talk, bruv. But you mastered that brick by brick shit, real on point. You got niggas in New York doing drill rapping. You know what's crazy, bro? It's not that we don't have no culture. We have an artificial, degenerate culture, right? And folks still follow that shit. And it only became degenerate because of COINTELPRO infiltration. Kai Cenat is an Intel Pro agent. You know, we used to have COINTELPRO.
Might be.
Black American.
This young.
So I found that once I started eating what was really food, I needed less and less. And the more I ate that was raw and natural, the less food I needed. And of course, the less food you eat, the more your bodies will last longer because they're not being worked as hard. So you increase your life if you eat less food. I never knew what it was to feel healthy, and I know this world is full of people that also don't know what it is like to feel full of nature and actually eat life, eat these living foods, you know. It's mind, body and soul. All three suddenly enjoy this new feeling. The soul is connected to the body. If the body is sick, then I'm afraid your spirituality is going to be dead too, you know? And when you come all the way from being a complete junk food addict and complete overeater and just unbelievable, if I could bottle this high, I would be a millionaire. I tell you. Just look to what you put in your body. I know that if everybody lived on just fruit and vegetables since the day they were born, they would neither have disease and they would neither age the way we think of aging.
If you want to know more about living and alcohol.
All right, y'all. I don't really have no more clips for today, so we're gonna go ahead and end off the video right there. I'm sending peace, abundance, prosperity, and good health your way. You already know we're gonna keep these videos coming every day, so make sure you guys keep supporting it, and we're gonna keep going up. Simple as that. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.